Hey guys, Comic Book Steve here again with another haul. You might notice something a little different about me today. This is, or was going to be my Halloween costume. This is the first year my company is giving us the day off for Halloween since we've been working so hard over the past, well, really about 12 months or so. So since it falls on a Monday, they wanted to give us a long weekend. But I went out of my way to buy this costume, not just for the party, although I think it would have helped me win a little bit of money for the costume contest. I think it looks pretty good. It's a Mark Bagley style costume, if you can see that. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I like it a lot. It wasn't cheap, but I used it with some of my PayPal money that I got selling some of the comic books and records that I've accumulated over the years from the summer when I was going crazy selling stuff. It was a lot of fun. I ran out of all that play money now, but I was able to squeeze out a cool costume out of it, so that was cool. But I'm bummed that I can't wear it at work now, so I'm gonna wear it on the video, and that'll, at least I can show it off a little bit. So I got some new releases this week and last week. And I also picked up some books today at the Norwood New England Comics in their dollar bin, which there was some cool stuff in there that I wasn't really expecting. So not in the best condition, but anyway, let's just jump into it. First one we got is Venom Space Knight. This is the last issue. I got it because it was the last issue. I was hoping that it would have a little bit more to do with who's going to be the new Venom, but it doesn't really give you any clues to who it's going to be. Really, the writing wasn't that great, but I probably wouldn't pick up the series if it was still continuing with that writer. The other one we got here is Seven to Eternity, number 2. This is I guess the B variant. I like the art a lot, and I really like Rick Remender, but quite honestly, I kind of loathe the fantasy tales where they just throw out, like, everyone has a really weird name that looks like the writer just slammed his hands on the keyboard and was like, oh, this looks like a weird fantasy name, let's use that. In Remender, I trust. I've always loved his Marvel stuff, so I'll stick with this through the first arc. This was also from this week, Spider-Man Deadpool number 10. This one's good. I like the Ed McGuinness parts of this series a lot better than the other ones. When they do like fill-ins, which I think the next issue is going to be a fill-in. But this was continuing their introduction to Itsy Bitsy, who's up on the window over there. Like I said, I like the art a lot. I do like Joe Kelly's writing of Daredevil, and sometimes the story feels like it takes a backseat to the one-liners. So it seems like let's set up a premise and then create a bunch of jokes, and they're funny sometimes, but like I said, it feels like the story takes a backseat to being like a one-liner book. This one I got off of eBay. This is Avengers Arena number 5. The 125 variant for this. The main reason I got this was because of Nico Minoru. I like the character. I know they're doing a Hulu show with the Runaways. I think if they do her right, she'll be the breakout character of the show, either her or Princess Power. But I definitely think she's a contender for the breakout character, especially since they still use her in comic books. She's in A-Force. So I thought I'd try to pick up some of her variants. She doesn't really have that many or any. This was the only one I could find that looked like would be a rare book. Not the greatest art in the world, but I don't even know who the artist is, honestly. But it's still pretty cool, and it was like $5. So this is new. Infamous Iron Man number 1. I didn't want to get this. I thought like a couple other books I wanted were coming out this week, but since they weren't out, I had a smaller pull than I usually do, and I saw this and I was like, okay, I'll just I'll pick up the variant since it's cover price, and we'll see if it's any good. If it's not, I just won't pick up any further issues. But at least I have a variant. It's a white copy, so those are usually harder to get in good condition years later. So we'll see. Miss Marvel 12, also the variant. I really wanted to get the Red Widow variant, even though Red Widow they need to change her design. I'm not sure what the point of her is. Her costume design looks more like an anime character than someone out of the Red Room. I know they already have 2 Black Widows with a black costume, so you don't want to do that. But it just, I don't know. They need to change something with her. And even the story, once again, same as the backup in the first appearance in the comics, that Mockingbird Shield 50th anniversary. The backup, just ends on a page where it's like, and buy the book by Margaret Stoll. So I feel like they're really trying to push that book. Not sure why. Maybe it's because she's a best-selling author. I haven't read the Miss Marvel lead-in story, but there is a first appearance of a Pakistani hero. Since she's, I think she's in Pakistan in this issue. This is another one I got this week. Prowler number 1. I'm hot on the Clone Saga stuff, Clone Conspiracy. We'll see how it goes. This issue, though, is not good. This suffers from the same problem that Spider-Woman number 1 had when they, when her first 2 issues were in tie-ins for Spider-Verse. It just wasn't very good. It's not a good idea to tie in right in your first issue. This one I am feeling. Captain America number 6. This is a very solid book. I was on the fence about it, but I am definitely enjoying this take on Captain America. I'm very curious to see where it goes. And I'm not reading Civil War 2 anymore. I gave up on the new issue came out this week. I didn't pick it up. Not feeling it. Bendis needs to do something with his. I just want him to stay away from like event issues or event series or whatever. Secret Wars sucked. Oh no, not Secret Wars. I'm sorry. Secret Invasion sucked. House of M was good. Only once you read it all together. If you're reading it month to month like I was, it was really slow. And I don't know, it just had a good payoff, I think, but it was really slow. This is a far more interesting take on Civil War 2, and there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I think is really important. It's a conversation with Cap and Iron Man that I think is insanely critical to the whole reason of Civil War 2, and a lot of questions I had myself about like how Cap and Iron Man were going to react to Civil War and being on the same side, or just felt like a gaping hole in the main series. They cover it here, and I think it was really well done. If you're not a fan of the main Civil War 2 comic, but you're interested in seeing some parts of it, I think this book is the better representation of the miniseries. Mighty Thor number 12. This is the origin of Mjolnir. Really cool. The art's pretty awesome. Again, this is, for my money, it's one of my favorite books right now. Let's see. Speaking of Clone Conspiracy before, this is the Amazing Spider-Man installment. Tells the tale of how Dr. Octopus came back. Some of it feels a little plotting, a little heavy-handed. A little spoon feeding, there's a lot of, if you've been reading the comic for years, it tells you a lot of things you already know. It's obviously trying to pick up new readers, get them less confused, but it was okay. It wasn't the best of the Clone Conspiracy stuff, but I definitely enjoyed it. This is Black Widow number 7. It's a variant. I think I paid, what did I pay for this? $4.99 for the variant, so it must be like a 1 in 10. Got the Newberry. This is another great series that I wasn't expecting to like, but man, is it awesome! Definitely one of my. If you're jaded by Marvel stuff, I really think this series is one of the highlights. It's when people ask me what to read lately, I point them to this. This is one of the best books for my money. Spider-Gwen number 13. Actually, I picked this up today, even though it came up last week. Carnage number 13. I liked it a lot. I like the series. This is one of the better covers, but a lot of the covers in the series, the regular covers, have been pretty incredible, honestly. I mean, they just been kicking it out of the park. Yeah, it's good. If you like Carnage, I would pick this up. Jared Conway's killing it. He's got a really awesome voice for Carnage, and I think he's probably got the best handle on Carnage, honestly. So these next books are what I got from New England Comics today. In Norwood, this was in the dollar bin. Venom number 10 from the Flash Thompson series. I actually couldn't remember if this was a variant or not. It looks like a Captain America anniversary variant, but it's not. I don't think. Deadpool Back in Black number 1. I really just got this for the symbiote. I love the symbiote. I don't like the symbiote rendition on Deadpool, and I don't really care about Deadpool, but I passed this up a few times, and I was like, all right, let me just get the first issue and maybe the last issue, since I think there's a Black Spider-Man appearance in there. But yeah, I just really got it for the symbiote. I enjoy me some symbiote. Dollar books. So we got another more dollar one, Venom number 6. I really just got it for the cover rendition. I like seeing Spider-Man and Venom fight, although they blurb about it not being their final battle, but it might be their greatest, is total baloney. It's not the greatest battle. I think if I remember correctly, they throw like a punch or two, and then that's it. I was glad to find that one. Secret Avengers number 1. It's a variant. Don't know what the ratio variant is. Good looking copy. Got it for $1. So I will definitely put that in my personal collection. Anti-Venom. New Ways to Die. New Ways to Live. Not New Ways to Die. Number 1. Haven't read this yet. I like the design of Anti-Venom, even though the name's kind of dumb. But yeah, not terrible. It's always fun to find a symbiote Venom book in a dollar bin, so I picked that up. Don't know what I'm sure this was not printed very high. Scarlet Spider number 21. Got that for $1. This was one that I always kind of wanted, but usually avoided because it's not. It hurts my heart to see the tease of Ben Reilly being back, and then it ends up. Spoiler alert. This is like a few years old, but and it ends up being Craven. Amazing 363. That was $1. Really great looking book. The only problem with it is that black smudging on Venom's eye. This is one of my favorite covers ever. It's a really beautiful copy too. Feels like it just came off the printer. So I had to grab that one. That will be staying in the collection. Amazing Spider-Man 314, also in the dollar bin. Very nice looking copy. 319, also great looking copy. And these ones were really shocked me. 244 for $1. Not in the greatest shape. Probably like VG, but still. Not really Hobgoblin. 239. Also probably like fine minus. I'm not great with the grading of things, but yeah, I'm still pretty surprised to see that in there. I think I paid $10 for a very fine copy, so I would have loved to find this a year ago. And then the last one we got here, yeah, I know, that was in the dollar bin. I'm not joking. I pulled it out and I was like, I had to keep looking at the box that said $1. I was like, really? I mean, okay, so I will take this one out the show. It's not perfect. It's definitely got some don't know if you can see in the light. It's got some bending going on, or some things. The corners have some things on them, and the back has got some. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's a little bumpy. It's not flat. It's definitely a little rough on the back, a little rigid. It's got ripples, not like water damage ripples, but just like wear. Like maybe someone was storing it without a bag in like a box somewhere, and it's got some crud up there. But it doesn't have the tattoo. Unfortunately, it's got the insert for the tattoo, but no tattoo in there, so that kind of sucks. But for a buck, for a buck, you know, I've seen people try to sell. I think the one of the other New England comic stores in Brockton was trying to sell me a copy of this that was detached at the spine in one staple at the bottom. Didn't have the tattoos, and they wanted like 20, 30 for it, and I was like, no, I'm not paying. First of all, no tattoos, no sale. But for $1, you know, I'm all in. This will probably be going up on eBay. All truth be told, but you know, it's that money goes right back into comic books. I mean, I'm already shopping for another Spider-Man costume. This is the Bagley style one, like Ultimate Spider-Man, so it looks like a Bagley drawing, which is pretty awesome. There's a McFarlane style one that I want, which has like bigger lenses, and so I thought that was really cool. I was like, took us a while to get out there from where our house is now, but there's a lot of traffic today. But I think it was worth it just for that one. I still can't believe it. So sometimes the dollar bin's good, sometimes it's not. Sometimes you gotta dig around a lot. There's tons of like Valiant books and other junk